Hello, welcome to Meditation Nerd. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having a good day or you had a great day. So today I wanted to do a meditation I haven't tried before. I was going through some of my old teacher training books. These are for different teacher training courses I was considering. And this one is from the traditional Kundalini Yoga practice or lineage. So, disclaimers. Um, since this meditation involves a conscious retention of breath, please do not practice this if you are pregnant, if you have unmanaged high blood pressure, if you have heart conditions, panic disorders, or if you are prone to vertigo, because this potentially has implications for those things. That is not where I was trying to take that sentence. Today has been a challenge in getting sentences to come together for me, so I'm just rolling with it. That being said, while we do have a pranayama where we are consciously holding the breath out, please do not at any point during this meditation hold the breath to the point of dizziness. That is not the purpose of this breath being held out. Okay. When your body signals to you, okay, time to inhale. Inhale nice and slow. You inhale and you exhale. Okay. I'll be going over the instructions. I just want to highlight these first. I want to speak to them specifically at the outset. So for anyone that, again, may be pregnant, if you have if you have a heart condition or heart conditions, high blood pressure, panic disorders, or are prone to vertigo, please go ahead and take off now. You are welcome to sit in the space with us. I'm not trying to say you can't sit with us. Of course you can. Just please either do normal breath work, nice long deep breathing. Um, you can hold the mudra with us. Just please don't practice the pranayama specifically for this meditation. Okay, there was one other thing that I wanted to note. Give me one second to get to the other part of my. Nope, I did mention all of them. Okay, but I do just want to again reiterate, you are your ultimate authority of your being, your body, your physical space, and your lived experience. Okay, that's what I'm asking you to honor. So, again, if your body says, okay, here's where we stop, here's where it's time to breathe, that's what you honor. Okay, now that being said, we are not doing a full 11 minutes, we're doing 3 minutes for tonight. I wanted to test how this experience differs from any of the other intentional meditations that I've done. So, I experience is. So let's go ahead and give it a try and see how it shakes out. Okay. So you can go ahead and settle into a meditative posture. I wouldn't recommend trying this lying down. I'll be sitting in easy pose, parked on my chair. Feel free to sit on the floor, a cushion, mat, full partial lotus, however you want to do it. If you are parked on a chair with me and you're not in easy pose, full or partial lotus, please keep both of your feet on the ground. That way it just gives you very stable grounding and it allows the energy to move freely instead of having your legs crossed. Okay, so we will do a normal tune in, then I'll walk through everything else. Okay, so go ahead and rub your palms together. Inhale, exhale. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale. And we will tune in with the audio. Dev Namo repeated 3 times. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, hold the breath, hold the root lock. And exhale. Okay, go ahead and shake out your hands. Anytime I take the tune in too seriously, my voice cracks, which always makes me laugh. Okay, so we're gonna focus on the easy steps first, not that, but I'm more concerned about my ability to express it. So our gaze is gonna be at the tip of the nose. Eyes are partially open, again, focused at the nose. And of course, as with everything else, if you feel like you're straining a boundary you're prepared for, please just close your eyes and you can still visualize the tip of your nose, right, with your eyes closed. If that's too much, just simply close your eyes. That's perfectly fine. Please do not overdo it. Okay, so as I said before, we're gonna, with the breath work, you're gonna inhale nice and deep. That's gonna be normal. You're gonna exhale nice and fully, and you're gonna hold the breath out for as long as comfortable. So again here, we are not in competition with one another. We are not in competition at all, okay? Your body says time to inhale. Perfect. That's your cue to nice and easily inhale nice and deep, exhale nice and full, hold the breath out for as long as comfortable. Okay, so that's really the pranayama. It's merely holding, suspending the breath out. Okay. And again, because I care about your safety, please, 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 please listen to your body. When your body says it's time to inhale, it's time to inhale. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so now for the mudra. Okay, so I want you to make fists with your hands, bring them both up to the shoulder of, I'm sorry, the level of the shoulder of the level. I am determined to make my own language today. Okay, so the right hand is going to remain this way for the entirety of the meditation. The left hand, excuse me, is going to be flat like you're holding a book atop it. Okay, so your palm's going to face skyward, it's going to face towards your ceiling. And again, they're both at the same level, shoulder level. Okay, the right hand's in a fist and the left hand is extended out as far as you can get it. Now, again, as always, if this is too much of a strain, you can keep your right arm up, still in a fist at the level of your shoulder, or you can place the left hand on Gyan Mudra and just visualize as you're staring at the tip of your nose, just visualize that your left hand is up at the shoulder level and extended. There are always ways to adapt this and it will still be effective, okay? And of course, if at any point you need to lower both arms, perfect. Bring them into Gyan Mudra on your knees, put them in your lap. That's perfectly fine. And again, while it's focused on the nose, just keep visualizing that you're still holding the mudra. Okay, that is still perfectly acceptable and it is still valid if you do still get the benefits. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and bring our focus to the tip of the nose. I'm starting the timer. Okay, bring again, right hand is in a fist. And I'm gonna wrap my fingers around my thumb just because that's habit. That's not necessarily the way that the meditation is taught any longer. This is just what feels right to me. Hold the normal fist, test it with the thumb tucked, see which your body's like, yep, that's the one. And then again, left hand is extended out, palm facing up. Again, focus at the tip of the nose. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale nice and fully and suspend the breath out for as long as comfortable. And then when you need to inhale, do it nice and slow. And again, repeat. Exhale, hold the breath out. Inhale for anyone that's keeping pace with me. Exhale nice and fully. Hold the breath out. Oh, sounds around me are bringing up feelings of anxiety. So I'm going to go ahead and inhale nice and deep on that. Exhale and do it again. Hold the breath out. Last 30 seconds. You're doing great. Okay, last round. Inhale, exhale, hold the breath out. And then holding the mudra as it is. Inhale, exhale quickly. Okay, we're going to inhale, hold the breath. Exhale. We're going to extend both hands up. Stretch, tighten the body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, slowly lower the arms down to your lap or in Gyan Mudra on your knees, whichever feels better. Close your eyes and just sit for a moment. And then with the eyes still closed, go ahead and rub your palms together. Nice smooth motion. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale. And to now with one long Sat Nam. Inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Satnam. So a couple things that I wanted to shout out just at the end, because I had the disclaimers at the start, those were far more important to me that I front loaded those to make everyone aware, just so that everyone is considering their safety, making sure that this is something that they can actually do at this current moment. Just kind of a little bit of a call out to how the different parts of this play a role in the meditation. So the mudra itself, since the right hand is associated with the more active sun masculine energy and the left hand is associated with the moon more receptive cooling energy, right? Holding the active closed and the receptive open, this creates a balance within the midline, right? Within the heart center, creates a circuit of consciousness. So, which I thought was cool, especially because it's going across the heart center, which I think I've spoken about a couple times, is a big part of what I'm working through. So, me coming back to that to reopen it to make sure it's still open is kind of one of my go tos. So, I wanted to try it out for that reason. And then the eye focus at the tip of the nose is, with it being direct, it gives the conscious mind something to pay attention to, right? It anchors it in something to do instead of drifting or looking for to-do lists or everything that's coming up tomorrow or yada yada yada, right? So this just gives that focused attention to the conscious mind. And then with the pranayama, where we're holding the breath out at the end instead of on the inhale, this creates pressure, internal pressure that can be very stimulating for the vagus nerve for a deeper, calmer mental focus. So I definitely feel those things after having practiced the meditation. And then of course at the end where we stretch it up, we're giving that energy somewhere to go, right? We're letting it now move freely and kind of expand out and shake off what needs to be shaken off. So just wanted to share those little tidbits. I find them interesting and I kind of like the why. I tend to focus on the experience first because I don't, especially with meditations that I haven't tried before. Um, I'm looking for certain things. Okay, is it going to help me with heart opening? Is it going to help me, build my lung capacity with the pranayama control, that type of thing? Beyond that, I want to experience it first and then give a little bit more of the background of the why. That way, I'm not setting a standard for myself that isn't necessarily going to be my experience. So I hope that you found that helpful. Please feel free to share with me any experience that you feel comfortable sharing. Did this help you? Do you feel a little bit more calm and grounded? I definitely seem able to better function within the English language. My sentences seem to be coming out a little bit better. So I'm already noticing some benefits even with a quick 3 minutes. So if you're anything like me, just remember that the time isn't necessarily the point. It's the quality that we bring, right? It's showing up exactly as we are with everything that we have. That's what I mean by quality. It doesn't mean quality for me after having practiced meditation for so long is no longer about, being able to be all love and light or serene when I plop down onto the mat or the chair. Sometimes for me, it's showing up angry because that's how I feel. It's discombobulated. It's being unable to form thoughts coherently outside of my head. So that's what I mean by the quality. So I hope you found this helpful. Feel free to share anything you feel comfortable with. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm grateful you were here to experience this with me, and see you next time.